What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Collective Comics. We're going to get into our pull list for this week. Before we do, make sure you guys go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. We're going to dive in.
First on our pull list this week is Nightwing 98. It's going to be by Tom Taylor with art from Danielle DeNiculo. Nightwing meets Nightmite. That's right, that meddling Nightmite booped himself from the fifth dimension. And after reading 7 secrets, he hitchhiked his way over with DeNiculo into our Nightwing series. Trust us, you're not going to want to miss this one. It's going to have 32 pages and retail for a price of $3.99.
Man, that cover A looks really sick.
Cover, I've said a million times, I like Nightwing and I like cartoony covers.
Yep.
This one's got a cartoony cover for sure. It looks like Nightmite is going to be pretty cartoony overall. I don't know a lot about this other dimension. I just looked into it a little bit. It looks like we have like a Batmite, a Nightmite, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah. I'm curious to see what we're getting into. I mean, again, it's Nightwing, so I got to look into it a little bit,
Yeah, it's definitely making me want to dive into it, and it seems pretty sick.
Yeah, I like the cover a lot.
In spot number 2, we're going to have Something is Killing the Children number 26. We got the writer James Tynion on this one, and we got quite a few different variant and cover artists like Jenny Fersen, Alex Maleev, Marco Mastrazo, Ariel Diaz, and quite a few other ones. Let's go ahead and take a look at the synopsis. With the last person in her corner gone and the Order of St. George closing in, Erica finds herself totally alone and without a prayer. Can she take on the terrifying doppelganger duplicate by herself, or is this the end of her story? We're going to have 32 pages in this one, and it's going to retail for a cover price of $3.99. Man, I love Something is Killing the Children, and that synopsis kind of seems like they're trying to get into that last story arc.
That's crazy. Well, then we should get like a nice big book, and I'll have to grab like the big one and
the omnibus,
get all caught up, and yeah. And I mean, their covers always nail it.
At first, it makes me want to like say there's no way they're gonna end it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, this is the story's been going on for a few years. There's multiple story arcs happening. And it seems like this is going to be the end of this arc because they have like House of the Slaughter coming out.
Okay.
And that's a branch off of Something is Killing the Children. It's a little scary because this is one of my favorite lines.
This is your thing for sure. It's because you told me about it first.
Yeah.
And then pretty soon I'm buying variants, and you got boxes floating around here and all kinds of stuff. It's definitely cool artwork. I'm excited. I've been doing so much other reading of other stuff for the breakdowns and stuff, but I am excited to get into Something's Killing the Children for sure.
Yeah, and they have a lot of variants. It seems like I'm looking at a list, and it seems like there might be even more. They have 9 variants.
Okay.
For this number 26. So it seems like something big is going on here. And the one question that I do have is because I'm not caught up 100% with these last few that have come out, is like who this doppelganger is, and is it like her doppelganger?
Yeah.
Is she battling herself? Because that really makes it interesting. She is a bad A. You know what I'm saying? Like bad A. But I'm stoked for this one. I can't wait to see it.
Book number 3, my spec book of the week is I Hate Fairyland number 1. This one, it's a Scotty Young book. It's written, cover art, variant covers. Everything is Scotty Young in this one. He does have some help on some variants from like Brad Bean, Jenny Friesen, and others like that. Everyone's favorite green-haired, axe-crazed maniac returns to this Deadpool meets Alice in Wonderland adventure. Gert is all grown up and living in the real world. Times are tough, and the only job she's qualified for has her trying to find her way back to the place she hates the most, Fairyland. Eisner Award-winning writer Scotty Young and artist Brett Bean bring back the hit comic I Hate Fairyland for an all-new ongoing series. This one's $3.99. It's got 32 pages. I am pumped about this one, dude. This like re-sparked all my love for like comic books and like graphic novels and all that stuff. There's a whole story about it on one of our podcasts. I think we talked about it a little bit with Zach. I Hate Fairyland immediately drew me in. I found it on accident in Texas and bought it at a Barnes & Noble. The next day, I finished the whole first book. And the ones I bought were like 3 issues in one.
Yeah.
So I just read that whole first thing. I was like, where's number 2? I think we had to go to like 3 different bookstores in Texas, find book number 2. Plane got delayed, read the whole second book, got home looking for book 3, couldn't find it. Oh man, this has been a journey for me, and I love the art, the goriness, cartoon gore is like so funny to me.
It's cool.
She's the set of axe craze, and that's not a lie. She's slaying mofrackies with an axe cracky.
There you go.
This thing is cool. This got me started on Scotty Young. I didn't even know who he was before that. This book, I Hate Fairyland #1 from the original run, was like a big deal for me. So I'm so excited for this one.
Yeah, those covers look really, really sick. And I love the way, like, on her shirt, seems like that's cover A, right?
Yeah.
It seems like on cover A it says fluff off. The one thing that I haven't read this.
Yeah.
I haven't read anything on it really. I didn't know that they like sub the cuss words and stuff like that for fluff off and things like that. So that's kind of cool.
In the book, it's all the swear words are replaced with words like that. It's like fluff is obviously what you think it is, and other swear words, they do the same thing. So I mean, technically, I guess they censor themselves, but with the pages of blood and guts and stuff, I don't know. It's probably not much better, and there's a ton of variants for this. They got Gertie in a bunch of different styles. I'll definitely put some of these on the screen, and we can definitely take a look at those.
There's over 10 variants on this. This is coming back is a pretty cool deal. I
mean, Scotty's doing variants. There's a ton of them. They're super cool. They almost got her in like a Harley Quinn kind of look. They got her almost like in anime styles, pretty close. Not really anime, but pretty close. Like more realistic styles. It's pretty cool.
All right, guys. Number 4 up on this list, we got Batman One Bad Day, Mr. Freeze #1. I'm a huge fan of these One Bad Day lines. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the synopsis here. Going back to the Dark Knight's early days in Gotham City, Batman and Robin, Dick Grayson, face down the coldest winter Gotham City has ever seen. A winter so cold that Mr. Freeze, Victor Freeze, will no longer need his containment suit to survive. He is in an element where he can thrive. Robin empathizes with Mr. Freeze. All Freeze wants to do is save his wife, Nora. But Batman warns Robin not to give his empathy to Victor Freeze. He's a man who decided his own fate a long time ago, and he deserves none of our warmth. And this winter, he will show his true wickedness and power. The powerhouse creative team of best-selling writer Jerry Duggan and Matteo Scalera brings you Mr. Freeze's most frigid story yet. We're going to have 64 pages in this one, and it's going to retail for a cover price of $7.99. These story arcs are crazy. I love this. This kind of goes back, throwing it back to the Killing Joke and how the Killing Joke was. And with these One Bad Days, it's basically taking you to where these villains are the worst possible versions of themselves. At first, back in, I think, September, we saw the Riddler. That was the first One Bad Day that's coming out. They're doing a whole line of these. I know Catwoman's supposed to be coming out soon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know we've talked about Penguin on pull list, and we've talked about Joker, I think.
Not Joker, Two-Face.
Two-Face,
we had the Two-Face one. We had the Jim Lee variant on that. And all these variants are always really, really awesome. We have, it looks like 5 different variants that we're going to see from them, and Jim Lee is one of them.
That's awesome.
So-
Getting back to that Jim Lee DC cover.
Yeah, he's always, in my opinion, always has the best covers, especially
Yeah.
for like these villains and any villain story that he's a part of. I'm just like, I love his Joker, I love his Batman. You know, especially seeing like Mr. Freeze and seeing these covers. We'll try to throw some of those up for you. They're looking really, really cool.
And on the podcast this week, I think we talk a little bit about Mr. Freeze's weakness as he needs his suit.
Yeah,
And in this, he finds a way to be without a suit. So that's pretty
cool.
crazy. Yeah.
That's cool. This is like him being his most powerful self, but you know,
Yeah.
he wants to save his wife, and he's not gonna let nothing get in the way of that.
Hey, when you're fighting for somebody you love, you're willing to do a lot of things, you know.
Oh, yeah.
This is a bad day for Mr. Freeze, so let's see what he gets into.
Right.
That's been our pull list for the week of 11/16/2022. As always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on Whatnot at Collective Comics. We got the link in the description to get you a free $10 when you sign up using our link. We got code Collective Comics on Dubby.gg. Get yourself some jitterless energy with 10% off at checkout using that code Collective Comics. Check out the Patreon for bonus content and material. And as always, this has been Collective Comics.